Greetings and welcome. Now, apparently, I'm right wing now. Who would have known? Oh man, you gotta love the internet, haven't you? You gotta love the internet. Anyone expresses an opinion or a view that might be deemed mildly conservative, they seem to get attacked from every angle. Oh God, you're going down a right-wing rabbit hole. Oh God, I thought you were left-wing. I'm unsubscribing. I'm unsubscribing. I got a barrage of these sort of comments on my recent video, and you don't want to watch my channel. I don't care. It's fine. You want to unsubscribe? I'm not going to tell you what to watch. I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. But I just got very confused that I got these comments on that specific video that I done. It didn't really make any sense to me. Those of you who didn't see my previous video, I basically I've done a video about one of the recent leaders' debates, where I highlighted the fact that I thought it was quite beautiful in a way, and it was a great example of everyone sharing their views and coming together in a compromise. They were talking about immigration, and it felt like a really good example of how a decent PR-style coalition would work, where you got Farage barking away, we need to bring immigration down, we need to bring it down drastically. You got SNP on the other side saying we need to bring it up drastically. You got Labour and the Lib Dems in the middle saying, yeah, you know, I kind of sympathise with both your arguments, but really we're just neglecting our own citizens. You know, we're not putting enough emphasis in skills and apprenticeships and training our own people. We're relying too heavily on foreign labour. I thought it was a great example of how, when you hear everyone out, no matter how much you disagree with the other side of the argument, if everyone has their say and everyone comes together and everyone's ideas is thrown into a big melting pot, a decent, sensible compromise comes out of it. Now, the overriding point on that video that I wanted to make, really, was the fact that, you know, we need to stop neglecting our own citizens. We've got 300,000 people homeless right now on the streets. Why are we not helping these people get back on their feet? Why are we not giving them the skills, the apprenticeships to get them back into the workforce? We've got 500,000 youth unemployment right now. Why are we neglecting our youngsters? Why are we not getting them trained up with decent apprenticeships? Why are we not giving them free university education, at least in medicine and nursing and engineering, stuff we really, really need? Is there anything particularly right-wing about what I'm saying here? Is there anything really that right-wing? No, it isn't, is it? I mean, free tuition fees, getting people away from homeless, it's not particularly right-wing. But I guess what people took an issue with was basically, I said that Nigel Farage needs to be heard. And he does need to be heard. Everyone's opinion needs to be thrown out there into the melting pot, whether you like it or not. Reform, what's their best polling? Like 20% of the population sympathise with Nigel Farage and reform style politics. You can't ignore that. And you know, we all come from different backgrounds, we have all different life experiences, we all have different ideas on how the country should be run from our own life experiences, people we've met, people we spoke to. Everyone has to be heard. That's a democracy. And what happens is, when you don't let people be heard, when you just shout down, mock, and, you know, I'm guilty of this. You know, I've done several videos where I just absolutely attack the other side of the argument. I ridicule, I mock people that have these views. It's never helpful, is it? Really? I mean, come on, let's be honest here, people. It never is. If you ever had an argument about politics online, have you ever changed anyone's opinion by mocking, attacking? Never works. People just get more entrenched. But if you have conversations, if you talk to people, if you let people have their say and be heard about their opinions, good things can come. Good compromises can come. But attacks, mocking, it never works. And this is what I'm starting to come to the conclusion to now. I really want to sort of shy away from just attacking and mocking people that don't share my own political beliefs. I don't think it's healthy. I don't think it's good. I don't think it works. Now, I want to be clear. I'm absolutely petrified of Nigel Farage being anywhere near power. Absolutely petrified. Maybe it's the same sort of fear that people on the other side of the political spectrum had at the thought of Jeremy Corbyn coming to power. I don't know. You know, maybe that's the best way to look at it. Try and sympathise on the other end. But I am absolutely petrified of Farage getting anywhere near power. If he wins his Clacton seat, he's only a defection away from becoming the next Tory leader. And if Labour don't do a fantastic job in the next 5 years, if they get elected, they'll get elected. They've got a tough job ahead of them. It's possible that they could not really make any big dent, any big impact. Farage is there. He's there already. And that scares me. That scares me, not just fear, you know, there's many things to be fearful. Fear of the NHS, fear of their crazy tax policies and how they'll completely collapse the economy. But most importantly, the thing I fear is the Reform Party candidates and their views. We've had so many being taken away from the candidacy from Reform, but particularly I've done a video recently about Benjamin Dade and his opinion.
Now, Benjamin Dade, Reform parliamentary candidate for South Swindon, published an extreme policy roadmap in November 2022 in which he anticipated forcibly deporting anyone who has settled in the UK since '97. Jesus Christ!
His opinions on immigration that he stands by. They were exposed in the media, but he stands by them.
Actually, but yeah. So Hope Not Hate did this piece, and some of my quotes, and they're not like it's nothing bad really. Again, I stand by everything I ever wrote or said.
Nothing bad, really. Just the forced deportation of about 10 million of our citizens, stripping mothers away from their children. Now,
his immigration policy is to deport every single migrant that came to this country since '97. You know, you've got people in the party that share those views. And okay, he was kicked out, he was exposed, and he was kicked out. But how many candidates they got? Like 600 odd. How many other candidates share those views? I'd say a decent amount, and that scares the crap out of me, those sort of views. I mean, if you saw the video that I made on this Benjamin Dade, I'll put it at the end of the video, you can watch it. But yeah, that really scares me, the fact that, I mean, deporting every migrant since 1997, that includes my wife. You know, she'd be deported, her family would be deported. What about my son? Does he go, or are we just splitting up the family? I mean, it's just horrific. It's absolutely horrific. And people in the Reform Party have those types of views, and it's scary, absolutely petrifying. So I can't reiterate enough how much I cannot stand those type of views and Nigel Farage, and how much I fear a Nigel Farage government. But if you shut him down, don't let these types of, if you just completely just go on the attack, everyone that shares these Reform politics, that is sympathetic to Farage, if you just constantly go on a barrage of attack of these people, just attacking them, they'll just get further entrenched in their views. You're not going to solve the problem. It's not going to get any better. Everyone needs to be heard in a democracy. Everyone, however much you disagree with the other side, you have to let them be heard. It's the way to soften these types of views. And that was the main point of my video, really. You know, you have to let these people be heard. And, you know, if that makes me right-wing, I think it makes me a Democrat, really, doesn't it, really, for democracy? But, you know, who knows. Anyway, guys, what's your thoughts? Am I right-wing? I don't think so. If you enjoyed the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up top. I'll pop that video up of Mr. Benjamin Dade. Is my biggest fear for people like him in the Reform Party, of how much they scare me. Until next time, take care. Whoa. Okay. Another day, another drugs bust in Whitehawk.